At my daughter's dance recital, the studio owner leaned in and whispered, "Your wife looked lovely helping backstage today." I stared at Ms. Alvarez, completely thrown, because my wife Renata had passed away 18 months earlier from an aneurysm. Everyone at the studio knew this. "I'm sorry, what?" I asked. Ms. Alvarez's face changed. "Oh no, I'm so sorry, but she was here all afternoon, pinning costumes and doing the girl's hair." My hands went cold. Someone had been here pretending to be my wife. She pulled out her phone. "She helped for hours. She said you'd be coming later from work." She showed me a photo of a woman kneeling by a costume rack, face turned away, dark hair in the same low bun Renata always wore, wearing Renata's blue wrap sweater, the one that vanished from my closet the week before. What did this woman know about us? Ms. Alvarez looked shaken. She knew everything about my daughter Mira, her nut allergy, where her auto-injector lived in her bag, the exact lullaby she liked before performances, a song in Portuguese that only Renata and I ever sang to her. My heart hammered, because no one else knew that song. "This is the third time she's been here this week," Ms. Alvarez added. "She has the children call her Miss R, just like they called your wife. 3 times this woman had been alone with my 6-year-old, playing her dead mother." Mira hadn't said a word to me, because lately she went quiet and far away whenever anyone mentioned her mom. I ran to the front desk and asked to see the sign-in logs. 3 times that week, someone had signed in as R. Costa to help with Mira's class. "She's on your approved pickup list from when your wife was alive," the receptionist said. "We never took the family names off." The owner hurried over. "Sir, there's something else. She's had lunch with Mira every day this week. Yesterday, Mira started calling her mama. I felt sick. Where is my daughter right now?" Her face drained. "She left 20 minutes ago for an appointment. She had a signed early release form." She showed me the paper. It was my signature, except I never wrote it. Then it hit me. It was Renata's mother, Lucia. She could forge my signature perfectly. She'd done it once as a joke years ago, and Renata had laughed about how identical it was. Lucia was also the one who'd stood up at the funeral and screamed that I should have caught the warning signs. Then she'd vanished from our lives completely. My phone buzzed. Unknown number. "I'm taking Mira to get her things. She needs a real mother. We're leaving today." Attached was a photo of Mira in the back of a car, smiling, holding a juice box. I recognized Lucia's silver-streaked hair in the driver's seat. She wasn't hiding it. She was acting like this was all completely normal. I called the police while I drove, told them my mother-in-law had taken my daughter and planned to leave town. Then I drove home, because Lucia would have to come back for Mira's clothes. My front door was unlocked. Inside, Mira's room was torn apart, drawers open, clothes half-packed, her stuffed rabbit in a pile with her books. Her allergy medication was gone from the bathroom. On her pillow was a note in her wobbly handwriting, "Gone to Grandma's, Mira." Then I heard tires in the driveway. I looked out and saw Lucia walking Mira toward the front door. Mira was clutching a small paper bag, looking confused. I opened the door before they reached it. "Papai?" Mira said, startled. "Grandma said you were at work." Lucia froze. "We were just getting a few of her things," she said, forcing a smile. Then, to Mira, "Tell your father about our trip." Mira looked up at me, uncertain. "Grandma says I'm going to live with her now. She says she's going to be my new mommy." I crouched down. "Mira, come here, sweetheart," I said, keeping my voice steady. Lucia pulled her closer. "Every girl needs a mother," she said, her voice cracking. "You can't give her that. Her mother is gone," I said quietly. "You're her grandmother. You're not Renata." "I can be," Lucia sobbed. "I know everything she knew. The song, the allergy, all of it. I can love her the way Renata did." "You can love her as her grandmother," I said, "but you can't take her. You can't become someone who's gone." She reached for Mira's hand. "We're leaving. Now. Come, Carita." Mira pulled her hand back and ran to me, burying her face in my chest. "I want to stay with Popeye. I don't want to go." I held her tightly as the police pulled up. They walked Lucia to the car while she cried that I'd taken her daughter and now her granddaughter too. Mira's in counseling now, and so am I. And on the hard nights, I still sing her that song in Portuguese, because it was always ours and no one can take that from either of us.